Well, with the start of the new year, mortgage interest rates recently dropping sharply a full percentage point, now around 6%. That's good news. We may see a new wave of hungry home buyers before spring, but recent lawsuits over inflated commissions and collusion among agents are rattling the industry. The National Realtor Association has already paid damages of nearly $2 billion to 500,000 Missouri homeowners last fall. Elizabeth Prann joining us live right now. Hi, Elizabeth. What's the response now from agencies, watchdogs, concerning the latest verdict? And will homeowners across the country see a change right away?
Well, not right away, but Adrienne, this is going to be a big story in 2024, right? So we're already seeing threats of appeal. But that being said, there are lawsuits popping up all over the country threatening an archaic system that we've had in place for decades. And there are two hugely opposing sides to that class action lawsuit.
You know, that whole lawsuit's basically, for us, an attack on the American dream.
Tommy Choi sells real estate in Illinois. Like so many agents across the nation, he's reeling from the shockwaves after a federal jury in Missouri agreed to claims the National Association of Realtors is guilty of inflating commissions.
The industry has colluded to set high uniform rates for many, many decades. The first significant challenge to that collusion are two class action lawsuits filed in Kansas City and Chicago courts.
More class action lawsuits are scheduled for this year. That could spawn big changes in the industry and loss of revenue for agents. If commission rates were negotiable, say 4% instead of 5.6 or above, research shows sellers could have saved upwards of $72 billion in 2022.
The rates are just too high. On the sale of a $500,000 house, that's going to cost, in most parts of the country, $25,000 to $30,000 in fees. That's essentially the price of a new car.
The argument revolves around set commissions, the fees paid by the sellers. The case attacks a standard requirement of around 6% commission. Choi says the system is not broken, and in fact, the ruling will break it. Fees are calculated into the value of the home prior to a showing or a sale.
I have to stand out compared to my competitors. And so the consumer ultimately has that choice to work with whoever they want based on maybe sometimes it's because someone's going to offer a less of a professional fees and that's what they're focused on. Other times people see the value in someone's resume, their experience, their skill, but that has not changed.
It is common practice for agents to become a member of the NAR, one of the largest trade associations in America. But the plaintiffs argue members are part of a conspiracy to drive up home prices.
I would not be surprised if early next year there is a global settlement. The industry is very eager to get this behind them.
And yet, for someone like Choi, this is all he's ever known.
Right now, it's an even level playing field where the market is set by what a buyer's willing to pay and a seller's willing to agree to sell.
So you can see, Adrienne, two very heated sides. But breaking news this week, the president of the NAR, who has just been on the job for a few months, has stepped down. She said she is facing blackmail threats. And we said in that piece that there are suits, and there are more now. There is one in Missouri, there is one in Illinois, and there is one in New York. So we think that this story is not going anywhere, and we anticipate more lawsuits popping up across the country. Adrienne, back to you.
All right, Elizabeth, thanks for being on this one for us. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.